It may last for a minute or an hour or a day or even a year, but eventually it will subside and something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever.
Are enablers.
Some of you in the room right now, you are where you are, you're giving 60% when you have 120 in you. Why? Because you've never made a decision. We all have 24 hours. All right, what makes some of us average, makes some of us good, some of us great, is not the family you was born into. Right? It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with your socioeconomic status. It has everything to do with how you command your life. So if you have a bad day, which is no such thing of, it doesn't exist, you had a bad moment and you were so immature that you let that moment dictate the rest of your day, right? And y'all not kids no more. I don't do elementary school. And some of you are grown, but you're still a child. And you brag about how you're an adult. You're only an adult because of your age. You're not an adult because you command your life. I was homeless for 2.5 years. And the problem with most of you, you never felt no pain before. Y'all spoiled. Y'all spoiled. Some of y'all spoiled, just bottom line. Your parents have done everything for you. You never had to do nothing for yourself. You're spoiled. We're gonna keep it real tonight. Some of you are spoiled brats. Every time you ever got in trouble, somebody in your house got you out of it. Every time you've done something you're not supposed to do, people say, Eric, your mother's a tyrant. You're right.
Incoming mail.
She kicked me out. You're right. She's mean, but she developed a man because she put me out there and said, you're going to have to grow up. And some of you have never learned to grow up. And so every time something get hard, you quit, you call mama. I dare you to take a little pain. I dare you. I dare you not to go home. You ain't going to die. At the end of pain is success. You're not going to die because you're feeling a little pain. I'm not eating like I eat at home. That's why you're about to go to the next level, because if you keep eating like you ate at home, you'll keep being a boy or a girl. It's time to become man, woman. I love my life. Y'all gotta start loving your life. And whether you make it to the league or not, you are not who you are because of the league. You are who you are because of who you are. And if you make it to the league, then the league is gonna be blessed with your presence. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Be comfortable in who you are. Be comfortable if y'all poor. If you come from a family right now that's broke, you use that to your advantage. I use that to my advantage that I was a high school dropout, that I was homeless, that I ate out of trash can. I love dealing with a dude who think because he come from money, he better than me. Let's go. Let's go. You got money, but do you got that dog? Yeah, you got money, you got privilege, but do you got that dog? Do you got that stamina? So yeah, you might have something I don't have right now, but if I work hard, I can have what you have. You have to give it everything you got. No more TV, no more parties, no more playing. If you don't have a 4.0, what you need to be doing is studying. Get off the phone. I'm sorry, I'm not available until the end of this year. No, I'm for real. You reached the right number, but you called me at the wrong time. Call me back January 1st. I'm about to get busy now. I want you to have a countdown of your own and say when the countdown is over, will the real, watch me, because when I was homeless, I knew something was wrong. I knew that wasn't the best of me. And one day I said, will the real Eric Thomas please stand up? Will the real Eric Thomas please stand up? Stop being this high school dropout. Stop giving up. Stop sleeping on the street. Stop walking up and down Finkel Avenue like you ain't got nothing and get your GED. Stop being afraid to take a test. Stop being afraid to go to college because your daddy didn't go and your mama didn't go. Stop being afraid and be the best Eric Thomas you can be. But listen to me, it's gonna be hard. It took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree, but I got it. And guess what? On a degree, it don't have dates. But I'm exactly where I wanted to be because I realized I gotta commit my very being to this thing. I gotta breathe it, I gotta eat it, I gotta sleep it. And until you get there, you'll never be successful in life. But once you get there, I guarantee you, the world is yours. So work hard and you can have whatever it is you want. I realized one day what was missing was confidence. Guys, I remember like being number 20 in the world. I remember being like number 15 in the world. And I remember when I became the best in the world, the only thing that changed is one day I got on stage and said, I belong here. Of course, money changed, the blue checks changed, but I remember everything in my life changed when I got on stage and said, why are you nervous?
If you're a web designer, here are 4 Wix Studio.
Chad, good morning, baby. Friday, as always, remember, it's not how we start the week, it's how we end it. So I hope you guys are ready. Unfortunately, Keeks, you guys did stream yesterday, eh?
Yeah.
Keeks. Shad, good morning. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing well. Amina, Vince, Oritali, Oratile, Ruben, John Ray, Howard Miller, good morning. Wade and Cave, Dylan, Jex, Dave, Earl, Steve, Waikari, Stevens, good morning, my brother. All the way from New Zealand. Etienne Grobler, Lesejo, good morning. Earl, AI, good morning. I don't know if SNR is on. Still told him I'm going to give him a shout out for that dono he dropped before our power got cut off. So big shout out to SNR for that dono yesterday. I don't know if that dono crashed the stream. It seems like it. So take it easy on the donos, guys. Maybe ease it in. But SNR, where are you, my brother? Slashy. Let's just pin this for when SNR comes on.
Well, the guys already start with the donors.
No, yesterday as he dropped the dono,
And
it dropped, yeah. Chad, how was yesterday, Kicks? Did you guys take anything?
I didn't. I said to the guys, I was thrown off with that whole shit of the bloody trade things and that. It completely ruined my mood. I
The
was
funder trader,
yeah, I said to the guys, like, I'm honest, I'm not in the right mindset now to trade, so like I was just not gonna take anything. But I know, I think Jeff took something, or he wanted to take something. I can't remember.
So much.
I think he wanted to, and then it was literally getting to the end of session, so he didn't take it, if I'm correct.
Chad, that's why I should be trading with Vault Funder. I don't know what else I need to say. But let me just get a little piece of toilet paper here, coffee spilling bit. Yeah, Vault Funder, Chad. I don't know what more I need to say. We actually have. We've got Angelo in here today. Got a nice big payout. He's in the studio today with us, and we will be doing the podcast 1:30 today. And Chad, give me 1 sec. Oh, sorry. Yeah, a little bit of spillage here. That is a fine for you. Do we still have some of that whiskey? Yeah, that's a fine for you. Gonna have a fines meeting afterwards. Yeah, Chad, I don't know. You guys need to stop playing with the prop firms. I told you. The thing here is I'm heavily involved, one of the co-founders of Vault Funder, and I will tell you guys if something is not kosher with the business. So you've got direct access to me. I will tell you exactly. We're not putting ourselves here in the public eye trying to scam people or trying to rob people. So yeah, stop playing, start using Vault Funder. And again, the only prop firm that is underlined by an FSP, it's still a FSP, even though there's no regulation for the prop space. This entire business is run from we regulated with the financial service, with the FSCA. We've engaged with them, so as soon as they're going to start introducing regulation with the prop firms, we will be one of the first. So we are in chats with the FSCA as well. So stop playing with us, Chad. Start doing the right thing. Gigs, how was the week? It's a very slow week for me.
Very slow week. I literally said to the guys, I think that's what threw me off was like the whole week having nothing, having that perfect setup, perfect fundamental analysis, and then I couldn't take the trade. But yeah, other than that, the week has just literally been chalked.
Yeah, check it out. At this stage, we take on US clients. the issue with the entire prop space is the prop firms that are based in the USA. So we're not under US jurisdiction, but we are adhering to the financial to FSCA. I don't know why I want to still say the FSB. Before it was the FSCA, it was the FSB Financial Services Board, but nonetheless, that is the big issue. All of these prop firms are either registered in Canada or they're registered in the States. And if you're going to be registered there, you need to adhere to the rules of the SEC, CFTC, the futures commissions, all of that. So anyways, Chad, let's get going. It is Friday. We've got a big day ahead of us, and we're going to kick it off right here. Yesterday, data coming out. Let's actually quickly look at the data. I don't know. I was so fatigued yesterday. I had to go and fix one of my tires, and then went home and I was out. Actually fell asleep there on the couch. Didn't really trade. Let's quickly look at the data. Big deck of data. Initial jobless claims coming out a little bit hotter than expected. PCE coming out as expected. Everything relatively as expected. Big thing is, if you want to see a weakening of the dollar, you want to see these figures coming out lower, and even a neutral read is still bullish for the dollar. Pending home sales coming out significantly lower. That's a big surprise. Pending home sales month on month. Massive downside surprise. CPM, Chicago Purchasing Managers Index, also massively down. I didn't even see what Mester, Goolsby and Bostic said about rate cuts. Let's actually just quickly look at the headlines here, what the Fed speakers had to say about the dollar. Kicks, you didn't follow any of that, did you?
I don't know.
Let's just see if there's some headlines here. Let's quickly do this. Let's see. No, nothing yet, Chad. Monetary policy normalization planned by the BOE is a GBP. Not positive. I don't know who this guy is. Anyways. Alright, Chad, let's go to the technicals. DXY monthly candle closed yesterday. Beauty of the monthly candle. So from a monthly perspective, we're going to do quite an extensive little breakdown here this morning. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your biscuits, or in the case of keto, grab your avos and eggs. But monthly close bullish. We've got a confirmed support here now on the monthly, 2 consecutive bullish monthly closes. We've got that monthly wick to fill, so I'm going to be bullish on the monthly. Weekly time frame, not that important. I was bearish on the week to come and fill this wick. We failed to do that. We flipped bearish, flipped back bullish again. And daily time frame for me, very simple, Chad. Here's that key level we talked about the entire week, last week, even the week before that. 103.65, that is held now. We have closed above that. We've broken back above this minor support area here. So if you go onto the Discord and you check the Discord, this is one of our reversal play setups. So go check it out on the Discord. This is a reversal play. I'm bullish on the day, 5-minute time frame. How do we execute on this? Big question. We've got that key level. I would not be surprised, or I would actually love if we could first come down here and then do something like this. Beautiful if we get that. Otherwise, continuation trades here above the Asia highs, but I would love for it to come back down here, and we're going to wait to see what we do at that stage. Daily on, let's quickly look at the monthly on US30. Monthly closing, firmly bullish. There's nothing to show me that bears are in control here. At no stage can you be bearish on the monthly here. We've got this monthly wick to fill as well. So weekly time frame, what do we have on the week? Remember, I told you guys we are bullish on the week. And go to the start of this week. I still said, how far are we going to pull back before flipping bullish? It seems that today could be the day where we run to the upside. Again, also yesterday we were bearish, but again, we were actually neutral, because I told you guys, go check the analysis. We closed bearish, but closing bearish above this key level. And yesterday closing bullish. I'm neutral on the day due to the fact that we are still within this range, Chad. You gotta accept the fact that we have yet to break out. So at any stage can we still do something like this, where we get a big bearish daily candle closure and we come all the way down, or even we can push up, reject that level and come all the way back down in this range. So still very range bound, but looking relatively bullish. 5-minute time frame, what do we have on the 580 is looking beautifully bullish. Bulls have taken back control all the way back from Wednesday. Bulls are back and bulls are meaning some business here. Very, very easy for me today, looking for buy setups from these Asia lows. Daily pivot, weekly pivot has now been tested multiple times. And just looking at this, Chad, if you look at the pullback here, is this pullback done? I think so. Now we've started to break out of this, and if you look on the 5-minute time frame on a line chart, just want to show you this shift in structure. Here you can clearly see that we were continuously making lower lows, lower highs, and this consolidation here, and then from here, this was that first sign that we have now broken this bearish trend. So I am bullish on the lower time frames, and I want to see price continue higher. One of two things to look out, as mentioned, Asia lows. Otherwise, we're going to look at this key level right here above the R1, and I think we are good to go. Nasdaq, then we're quickly going to check the Asian markets, what they did. Nasdaq monthly time frame, again, massively bullish. No bears in sight. How can you be bearish on a market like this? Weekly now taken out last week's high. Takes a lot of volume, so this is some type of breakout play. I'm bullish on the day purely due to the fact that we had these rejections here. We had that break yesterday, already breaking yesterday's high. Are we going to first see a pullback back to retest this key level, this breakout area, and then continue higher? That would be a good buying opportunity. 5-minute time frame, what do we have on the 580? Let's look at the 80. Firmly bullish. Bulls are back, baby. This is a bull market. Can we pull all the way back down? Yeah, I don't know, but again, I'm purely looking for buys on Nasdaq, not necessarily looking for sells. A little bit extended on the weekly high, so I'm going to let that simmer, and then we can see where we are at the start of the session. Just want to check Asian markets. Nikkei, beautiful, almost up 1.9%. So bulls in Japan. The bulls are loose. If you're on Japan, just be careful when you go out tonight. The bulls are loose. Hang Seng up 0.5. The bulls there. Tiny little bulls coming over from Japan to China, but the China bulls are struggling a little bit, but still positive. So I'm expecting overall positive flow through European markets, South African markets, emerging markets. It is a bull party today on Friday. So if you're selling equities, good luck with that. We will see you at the cross. Keeks, over to you, my brother.
Nah, perfect, guys. All right, so starting off with DXY, guys. The bulls are back in power, as Chris is talking about there. Again, we literally Friday, baby. We did this. We spoke to you guys the whole time from Monday. You guys can go back and everyone going, oh, it's bearish. We got the break over here on the daily. We had that closure, and I said, yeah, but it has to hold. Otherwise, on the weekly, that's just going to be your wick, and the candle's going to flip. And that's exactly what we've seen over here now. So dropping down on the daily, not only did we get back above the support area with the closure, we are now looking to hold that and move forward for the day. Again, dollar having news later today, guys, that can keep on driving this thing. Obviously, you got your little zone here on the 4. If you really want to take it, these little highs here, you can look for any type of resistance from that moving forward. But again, I think dollar, if anything, looking on the 15 minutes, already having a bit of bullish momentum, will either consolidate here for now at those Asia highs. If it can hold this, it has that momentum to run. But personally, I think we'll consolidate. If anything, even go for these Asia lows to test that support and the daily pivot again before it having the big spike back to the top side. Very, very similar to what happened yesterday. You can see it range, and there was that big move afterwards to the top side again. So DXY, I am still going bullish. But again, might just be a bit of a consolidation in the morning session. So going over to equities, NAS again turning around bullish, and again this actually comes out with that news that came out yesterday. Obviously a bit of a shock, but coming in favor for your equity side of things. So seeing NAS really gain that strength, have that breaking above that 4-hour support, and literally holding that beautifully over here on that retest. So again, moving forward with that, now you've got this zone over here. So you got your Asia lows on that support, Asia highs already being cleared, but you got daily pivot and EQ quite low, guys. So again, we could see this trade back for that support to even sweep the Asia lows, maybe get the daily pivot, otherwise just failing for that sweep, get back above Asia lows, and then can see the continuation. So again, as Chris mentions, guys are going to try again the sales, but what happens? They always want to get in the sales when the market's over here at Asia lows, and that's when the moves happen, and this thing's going to turn around and hurt you. So again, 100% agree, this thing has now flipped bullish on the week. Even if you look at that, guys, this thing has just annihilated people now these last 2 days. So that has gone bullish. US30 though, you're still over here. NAS, I'll even give it the weekly more bullish again, but US30, I'd honestly still stay in that neutral position. Obviously once you get back to these highs, even though your weekly is looking bearish like this, again, one big day today and this thing can flip again. So on a weekly, I'll obviously stay neutral, but on the day, very, very easy thing for me. Obviously this Asia lows and weekly pivot, I think that's where you're going to fight it out today. So you can see how those are all lining up together. If we have to trade back down, obviously your Asia lows are untested, your daily pivot EQ here, so you, if anything, want to be here. Otherwise, go for that weekly pivot to test that and then get back above to see the continuation. So that is literally the move for today. Definitely going to be going bullish on the equity side of things as well.
Chad, you know what it is. Rydal, very welcome. This one's for Rydal, Chad. And then S&R, double dono. Yesterday, that dono, S&R, just be careful, my brother. That dono yesterday actually put Eskom out. So thank you again. S&R doing a little double dip, 2 dono. Oh my goodness, Chad. All right, let me finish this analysis before we make this a party. A triple dono. My goodness, Chad, it is getting loose here. Keeks, just phone the guys so we can get that backup generator. S&R wants to put out the lights here today, but beautiful. Thanks, S&R. Thank you for that dono. Really, really appreciate it. And gold, guys, very, very weird. I'm bullish on the dollar. I'm bullish on gold today. Why am I bullish? We've broken out of this consolidation area here. And you can clearly see that from these lows, this was the last lower high here, guys. This was a low that took out a lower high that took out a low. We've now penetrated that. So again, very simple. Yesterday I told you guys 2037. This is the key level you need to monitor. We broke above that, and I said 2046 next, and after that 2055. Very, very simple today. 2045, 2046 area. That is your pivot on gold. You just need to monitor this level. The rest is history. After that, it's just in terms of how do you manage the trade. AD, however, this is the weird thing. AD is starting to push a little bit bearish here. And I'm going to need to see what we do at these Asia highs and what we're going to do here. This area here, very, very simple. So let's monitor that. GBP, wait, Chad, gold. Let me just look at the monthly. Those donos threw me a little bit off there. Monthly, taking out, look at this, Chad, on the monthly. We tested this previous breakout area here. We tested at closed bullish, taking out a previous monthly low and then flipping bullish. Is this looks relatively bullish for me, at least up to 2062. And then 2073. So just keep that in the back of your minds when you look at gold. So very, very interesting price action there. GBP USD, let's look at the monthly quickly. Monthly closing bearish. 2 consecutive monthly candle closures. This looks like a resistance area that has now been formed on the monthly. Other than that, still within a bigger range. Not the cleanest monthly chart I've seen in my life. But daily time frame for me, bearish. Why am I bearish? We resisted this previous monthly pivot area. We resisted that key level there. We came all the way back down, 2 consecutive bearish daily candle closures. This is a confirmed resistance, closing back inside of this range. So again, very easy for me on GBP USD. Set your alerts at 1.2631 and you're going to trade it from there. If you're bearish, take your shots there. If you're bullish, take your shots there as well. And ultimately that's going to dictate where price is going. I'm bearish on the day. I would love for something like this to happen. Start shorting here from the daily pivot above there, and then even potentially add shorts here. Otherwise, if we start trading above the daily pivot and we hold above, then we flip bullish. 80 is looking firmly bearish, so nothing that's showing me that the bulls want to take control here. Very simple. Euro as well, 2 consecutive monthly bearish candle closures. We've got this massive monthly resistance area there. So since last year Feb, basically for 12 months we could not get through that level. So there's going to need to be some type of major fundamental shift if we're going to get through that. And then daily time frame bearish as well for me. We failed to hold this breakout area. Look at that. Initially from this breakout area, let me just clean up this this area. Why am I saying area so many times? Chat, look here, we broke above, we held that key level, and then we traded higher, and then initially we tested that level, tried to hold above, and now we're back below it. So I'm thinking that price can go all the way down. I'm bearish on the day. 5-minute time frame, what do we have? 80 is firmly bearish, so I'll be looking purely for sales. There's that key level, there's the daily pivot, weekly pivot up here. So this entire zone here, chat, this is the area you want to monitor. I think this is 8 pips, 6. Yeah, bearish for me. Let's see, there's that 200 daily EMA. That's the only thing that's going to keep price up a little bit. Monthly on UJ, firm bullish candle closure. We've got 2 consecutive monthly candle closes, so this is a confirmed support area on the monthly for me. Daily, I'm bullish on the week. Daily, however, we are basically now in this range. This is a range, and this range would need to dissolve, so just be aware. You cannot really be bullish or bearish in this range. What is this? 3, 6, 9, 12, almost 3 weeks of trading within a range. So bullish above here, very simple. Set your alerts, don't get caught in the noise. Bearish below here. So screenshots now in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's keep it moving. Almost done here, and Keeks will finish us off here. That sounded terrible. Finish off the analysis. All right, Chad, bullish for me. As I mentioned yesterday, this was all purely speculation. Myself and Keeks talked about this. Nothing has been done. This was purely speculation, this move down here. And I told you guys, there's no action that has been taken up until the BOJ changes their monetary policy officially. All of this is just bullshit talk to try and talk up their currency. So look at this. We're already almost, what are we, 10 pips away from reversing that entire move. 10 pips, correct. I told you guys yesterday, I've warned you before, and we've talked about this numerous times. Even with the Fed, when people were saying the dollar is bearish, myself and Keegan said they haven't cut a single rate as of yet. So bullish for me on the day. Actually neutral on the day, but looking at the price action, bullish. What I want to monitor is this key level down here, Asia highs, and then I want to see where we are at that stage. GJ monthly, I'm almost done. Sorry, Chad, we have to look at these monthly candles. Beautiful. GJ breaking above this previous monthly resistance area. We've got this beautiful monthly wick to fill, so that's a relatively easy play for me. Weekly time frame, I was bullish as well. We did not take out the previous weekly low, so this is still bullish. Daily candle, however, a little bit more tricky. This is the key level that we were monitoring yesterday and the day before. So 189.64 2, 5-minute time frame. Let's look at the 5. Where are we? 80 is looking firmly bullish. Bulls are back, baby. So round number here, Asia highs. This is the level I want to monitor. So let's see if we can hold that. Otherwise, weekly pivot. Last one for me, and then the floor is Keegan's. EJ monthly, beautiful wick to fill as well. Yeah, you can clearly see this is a breakout play, even though it's on a monthly. There you've broken above. I'm looking at candle closures, Chad. Wicks don't really mean a lot to me when it comes to breakouts, but this is a valid breakout, and I'm looking long and strong. Again, we're not in Hong Kong, but anyway, daily time frame on EJ, neutral as well, because we've got this key level down here. I've mentioned 160, 174, and we've got this key level here. So neutral for me on the day, 5 minutes, and then I am done. Give me 1 second here, Chad. 5 minutes. Sorry, this one I didn't do the Asia range. Let's look at this. Yeah, bulls are back. You can see on the 80, you can see the weekly pivot here. So very simple for me, this weekly pivot, Asia highs, and then obviously targeting the R1. EG, let's just look at the daily. This is still a mess, still within this range, so relatively neutral for me. 5 minutes. Just want to see which one is the stronger one. Okay, neutral. Keeks.
Yeah, buddy.
It is over to you, my brother.
All right. Okay, guys. So just looking at gold quickly. I was literally watching this thing now. Like, again, just how chalk these things are. I couldn't take, even if I want to take this, for example, now. Like, you see in the close back into the Asia range. Obviously, our first closure. But the whole time this thing was doing this, DXY was going bearish at the same time. So literally just, again, showing you how absolutely confusing these markets are at the moment. But with gold, guys, I'm still bearish. This now being purely because you basically had this big trade up to the 2050 and you had that massive rejection off of that. So on the 4 hour, you've now got that test over there, trading back, trying to get back up at the 4 hour highs now with that massive rejection again. Oh, sorry. So now we can see this move coming now on back into the Asia range. So on the 15 minute, we'll see at least if we can get a retest and see if we can hold. Then I'm going to look to go short on gold over there. The idea basically, guys, is you now have your high of last week over there still. Then you've also got your daily pivot and the EQ over there to go trade down to. But again, we had this massive candle. We've seen this the whole time. First thing is, now do we trade back down to go test these breakaways? So do we see this literally filled, getting that EQ, but also testing this breakaway zone? See that hold and then get back into this key level so we can trade in the new range? Or does market literally just completely reverse and go all the way back into that range? So again, we're gonna have to just see what happens there. But again, I am looking on the bearish side of things. I will start looking bullish if we can get back above the Asia range and then literally test that 2050 and then get and hold that. I will then look to start going along on the pair, but until then I got to be bearish obviously with what DXY is doing. Then go over to the yen pairs, guys. As Chris was saying, UJ, I'm still very much bullish. As you said, this is obviously all being a statement, a comment, but not a statement, so nothing official. And literally the dollar, as you said, would make it back in a day, which we are literally seeing that. So literally, I'm not even surprised at that at all. Yeah, we'll see today. I can tell you, for example, dollar having news coming out yesterday to help it. Now you trade back in this zone, you've got a much better starting point, and dollar has more news today to help push it to go take out these highs again, because now you've got weak highs over here at the same time. So literally you can see this thing push all the way to the top side today. Then going over on the lower time frame, actually, we can see also at the same time our daily pivot EQ literally tested perfectly before session open, setting that Asia range, but has been there. So if anything, we can start breaking back down. You can go look for that retest, maybe hold the 200 to literally do something like that and trade back above. But otherwise, if you do start breaking into the Asia range, always that possibility. If you break below and retest and reject, that this thing will always go further down. So just watch out for that. Yeah, that thing is dead, Chris.
No, I'm doing it in silence.
Oh,
yeah. It's a silent horn. It's not a rhino horn, it's a silent. Chad, markets are open and in motion. We forgot our prayer. We're going to pray now, guys, after Keegan. We just want to bless his analysis. So, Keegs,
Yeah.
once you finish, we'll pray.
We'll look for that continuation on UJ. Going over to EJ, pretty much the same thing. Actually, just a much better setup. Honestly, I'd look to see if we can hold Asia highs, even if we can actually get back to the weekly pivot. The little bit of a pullback, hold their support and get back above, then I'd look to go long over there. So very much a simple one on EJ, those side of things, especially looking at the higher time frames. Nice trade, holding above, closure above, retest with the closure, now to break and travel all the way back up. So EJ looking very good today. Possibly so far actually my favorite for the day. Then going over to GJ almost similar, just a little bit different. Obviously not having those key areas, almost the middle of nowhere though, but holding the EQ. So again, literally almost a copy and paste, but I definitely just think EJ is probably looking a little bit better than GJ. You'll be looking for that retest maybe to the pivot and then back above. So yeah, personally I'm going to keep my eye on GJ. Then EU, obviously we were very bearish on this. We can see that massive sell off this whole week, breaking through the support levels. So all we're going to say now is, can we get them holding this rejection, which we can see on the 4 hour. So again, trading back up, but again, as we always said, you guys, needs to hold this thing, failing, trading right back under, almost going for the retest with the failure. So on the 15 now, I think if we're not pulling back to go get that retest and hold this rejection, I'll probably then wait for us to take Asia lows. On the break of Asia lows, I'll look to go short with a continuation there. GU, last one. Again, we've been very much bearish on here, and you can see the same thing I said to you guys where I like this one better was we weren't just a support, but we traded breaking a support, testing a key level and massive rejection with your doji, trade under, test, and literally trade right back down again. Today we've now got the next support area we are trading to over here. So you can see again, closure below. Today, can we hold it? Very much simple. Traded above, failing to hold in this candle. So if this thing can still break and flip bearish again, I think we'll see that big push to the downside. So again, very much breaking underneath here. If we can then hold on the retest for a rejection, I'll then look to go short on GU as well. So that is all the plays from my side today.
Obviously, we can see who are the guys that bought Bitcoin SNR with another dono, baby. All right, Chad. Markets are open and in motion. We are basically 4 minutes in. We have not done our prayer. Actually, better more people in here. So let's just quickly bless this session real quick with the Our Father. In 2-3 weeks time, I think most of you would know it by heart. So if you want to, you can just follow after me. But it goes like this: Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Amen. Where two or more are gathered in my name, and they are in agreement, there I shall be. Any agreement? Are we in agreement, Chad? Hope so. Amen. Yes. 2. Okay. Beautiful agreement. So let's get going. GBP AUD. Somebody asking about that. So let's really just dive into it real quick here. We actually had these two key levels. Somebody asking me earlier in the week. There was that half round and this number here. So relatively still range bound. Looking at the monthly, it is still looking bullish. We've got that monthly wick fill. So I would be leaning to the bull side. Daily time frame, however, yesterday closing bearish up against this previous resistance area. So you cannot confirm this as of yet up until you've got two bearish daily candle closures. Looking on the 5 minute real quick, what are we looking at here? We can see that we had this pullback from these relative highs. You can see we're pulling back. I would look for buys, even though the AD is relatively flat, relatively chalked. I wouldn't necessarily look to sell GBP Australian dollar. You've got your round number here. You've got your daily pivot there. This is a no trade range. You either want to be trading it above here, or if the AD is still bullish, you want to be trading it from there. Asia lows have been taken, so I hope that helps you, my brother. Hope that just reaffirms your bias a little bit. But Chad, we are in motion. It is Friday. Angela in the house. That is 1:30 today. Could be at the office, could be on another location. It's a coin flip with I almost wanted to say with Nasdaq, with Eskom. Eskom is not listed, it's not on the Nasdaq. What is JSE down on today? Alright. What is crypto doing? Crypto is never going down ever again. Angelo FX, baby, in the house here today. Beautiful chat. Donors are coming through strong here today. We might retire by the end of today, Keeks, by the looks of it.
These guys are
could be retiring. Chad, Bitcoin will never go down again. This thing will only go up. I think then everybody will be happy in the chat. Bitcoin will never go below 60 again. I'm selling everything. I'm moving in with my parents. I'm full margining this. I'm not even going to trade it on spot. Buy. I'm kidding, Chad. Some people were touched by Bitcoin a little bit earlier in the week. Most probably still.
Again, guys, I don't want to be that person, but it doesn't mean anything if you trade in price.
Chad, and I'm honest, I don't own a single piece of crypto. Am I mad? Not at all. Here's the thing: if you go and look at, no man, SNR, young donor again. I need to actually get a thing here so I can keep it on my mouth. Here's the thing, though: the beauty of the markets. There's a lot of opportunity, and the issue, though, is very few people have the ability to sell out of Bitcoin. Let me tell you this. So even if you bought Bitcoin here, let's say you bought it here at 40k. This is like a 50% gain. Yeah, 50%. Now, listen very careful to me. I know the psychology of traders. I did an entire thesis on TPB, the theory of planned behavior. The issue now with people that bought here is now that we are up here, now they're thinking, I'm not happy with 50%. What if this thing goes to $500,000, to $1 million? Now they're thinking about that. So now they're like, I'm not happy with the 50% gain. There's maybe 2,000%. And they cannot sell out because the greed blocks them to sell out. And it's only a profit once you sell out of it. Chad, remember that as always. It's only a gain once you've realized the gain. But if for some reason Bitcoin comes all the way back down here, they didn't lock in anything. So that's why I'm not phased. Very few people actually make money from crypto. Keeks, I don't know if you agree with me.
Nah, I do. Because they're always on that thing of that it's
There's
going to
more,
continue. And then when they start going down, it's the thing of, it's going to reverse. And yeah, before you know it.
Or here's the thing. Or here's the other scenario, Chad. You bought here, you're 50% up, you lock in your gain. And now it's like, oh, but maybe it's going up. Now you start buying here. And now you start adding as it's pulling back. And now maybe it goes into a range for a month. And here you basically chalk all your gains in that range. So it's a very difficult thing when you speculate with a coin that's got no inherent dividend, or you're only making money on the gain. Where, for instance, if you've got a stock portfolio, for instance, where it's a company, you're earning annual dividends. The company, you know relatively where you're trading it to. That is a different story. It's backed by fundamentals. It's backed by real market activity. where with crypto there's no fundamental, there's no intrinsic value really to it, purely due to the fact that it's used by drug dealers, it's used by people to launder money. The biggest value that I've seen with crypto is not having to do your balance of payments. If you've ever done offshore exchanges where you're trying to send money offshore, you don't have to report it to the Reserve Bank. That's the only benefit I've seen of crypto. So don't believe all this bullshit of, oh, decentralized currency is changing the world and we need a decentralized economy. Bullshit, Chad. Crypto is purely there for money laundering, for transferring money between countries at a lightning speed. The only real benefit is the ease of transacting. Literally all. Try and prove me wrong. Bring me a white paper, this beautiful story people tell about decentralized currency. You have no clue. Can I sample USDCAD? Of course I can sample it. Let's sample it for you. USDCAD. And then I want to start locking it in. 15-minute shuffle done in 2.5 minutes. Let's see if we can get something. That's not USDCAD. Sorry my brother, let me just get USDCAD. It's not something I usually look at. Yes, USDCAD. I found it. Alright, USDCAD. Let's quickly just rip off all these analysis we've got on here. Just looking at the weekly, very ugly. A lot of top wicks, a lot of bottom wicks, not the cleanest charts. Monthly time frame. Let's look at the monthly. Monthly clearly holding the support. I will be bullish on the monthly time frame. The weekly going into this week, I would have been bullish as well, purely due to the fact that we closed bullish last week, closing bullish above this previous area of resistance there, and now you're trading into a weekly resistance level. So keep that in mind. We're quite extended on the week. Daily time frame, I think you're going to see a lot of volume today. Just keep in mind, looking left here, this is quite a big area for USDCAD. Could reject here, could push through. 5-minute time frame real quick. 80 is looking firmly bullish. We are trading above the Asia highs, above the daily pivot. Ideally you would want to be looking for buys there, or you want to be looking for buys from the Asia high, which is also relatively close there. So do not get involved here. Wait for the pullbacks. Otherwise, wait for us to get through this level here. But that is very simple, Chad. USDCAD bullish. If you're trying to sell it, good luck. May the bears be with you. No big purchases. Still living the same life. I sold my BTC at 50k out from, alright. Yeah, Chad, lock it in. If you made money on BTC, lock it in. I must actually do another video series on dividend investments. I'm actually now in 2 minds. I want to buy 2 properties or a commercial property. But I need to go and sit down and calculate the ROI between both. The thing, if you've got 2 properties, is, here's the thing, while we wait here for price. 2 properties, let's say if I buy 2 properties, I've got the asset valuation. So the actual asset will increase in value. So let's say both these, depending on in what area. Then also these 2 assets provide me with cash flow. So the rental income every month that I get from them provide me with cash flow as well. And then secondly, what do I do with that cash flow? I can now collateralize these 2 properties, buy a 3rd property. And then what I do is the income from these 2 I put down on the equity of the property. The rental I get here, this guy's also paying rental, so you can basically pay off this property depending 3 to 5 years, and that's how you start daisy training your property portfolio. But yeah, then the other side of it is if I don't buy the properties, I put those funds into an investment. You're looking at, say, maybe 8 to 13%, maybe looking at 18% if you're looking at it in rand terms. If I invest it into dollar, USDs are declining on average between 8 to 10%. Big thing there is my cash is liquid. Yeah, it's stuck in a fixed asset. So asset rich, cash poor. Yeah, but with the other one, 8 to 20. So only thing there is you've got your CGT here as well, the capital gains. So that's a little calculation I will be doing. Maybe do a little bit of a vid on it.
Yeah, so it's called starting off nicely in the Asia range. But DXY is starting off as well.
It's very weird. Jason Egerton, we can't stand still due to the political situation. So you still have to keep it moving. You still have to do business up until it gets to the stage where it's impossible to do business. But we can't, it's almost like the Bible saying the end of time is coming. Jesus didn't say, all right, everybody go sit on your hands and wait for me till we come back. No. That's why you still have to keep it moving. You still need to hustle wherever you are. There's still opportunity. King Shaq, I'm in two minds with that, brother. There's, I've told you, if you can't pay the property cash, it's not a good investment. If you can't buy the property with cash, it's not better. Because here's my thing, you finance that property, you've got a guy in there that's renting. The first 10 years, you're only paying back interest. So even though you're getting a valuation on that property, let's say that property, I don't want to get sidetracked here, but let's quickly look at the South African property index. Sorry, Chad, just giving you a little bit of an extra. Let's quickly look at the property index here. So year to date, so basically this year so far, property index up 4.8%, 1 year 10%. That is the property index calculates the gain on the property market. So just taking everybody, putting them under one comb in South Africa. So let's quickly look at the 10-year. So you can see basically all the way back from before 2018, property index came all the way down. Can't measure here. What is this? Let's just see. Let's just do it all. Alright, we basically peaked in 2017. Okay, so let's say even if you average 8% on the property index on your property, so let's say your interest is, let's do this real quick. Your interest per annum on that property is, say, 10%. That's excluding, let's just do this. That's excluding your rates and taxes. Let's call that R&T. That's excluding your levies. That's excluding maintenance. So take all of that into consideration. So your property is only increasing in value, let's say by 8%. So there's already a 2% differential. And also all of those funds that the cash flow you're generating from years paying the interest. So technically every year you're losing 2%. Where if you took that money, that 200, 300K that you had, that you wanted to put down on a deposit for a property, you put that into a investment fund, that equity, the entire equity value gets invested. Let's say it's 300k. And whatever you invested into, that is pure growth on that. You're not losing money. So after a year, let's say you put it into an equity feeder fund or whatever, you can get anywhere between 8, depending on what the market's doing, 8 to 18% rand terms. So the guy that took that 300k invested it, and the guy that took that 300k put it down on a deposit, who do you think's better off, King Shaq?
Yeah, also, brother, it's actually the opposite now since COVID. It's actually the worst time to buy houses because the market's battling so much. So literally my missus was in property right before this. And yeah, if you go to any of the real estate agents now, they'll tell you that it's literally the worst time to be buying property.
Yeah, because they're going to lock you in at a very high interest rate.
So it's actually the opposite around, yeah.
But anyways, Chad, I can see the viewers dropping off. The guys they just want a signal. They don't want actual real life wealth advice, how to actually build wealth. But that is...
Donnie, no, I'm not in gold. I said to the guys, I watched it from Asia Highs. I wanted to enter. But at the same time, DXY was selling. So it's breaking my rules. I couldn't have entered that trade. So it's a pity. It would have been a monster, but yeah, couldn't enter that.
Opinion on high interest savings account. Jason Egerton, you just need to think about the tax, because that's taxed as disposable income when it's in a high interest savings account. So that's why you either want to put it in an investment or endowment. Endowment, the most tax efficient investment there is. But yeah, so Chad, hope that helped you. If you can't buy property cash, rather invest it into, if you're still young, any type of equity feeder fund that's got offshore exposure, or even FTE, ETF, listen to me, FTE. But yeah. So that is something I also always said, like, oh no, property is the best investment. Like, why pay off somebody else's property? And I was like, bro, I never did the calculation. First 10 years, you're not paying off any of the principal debt. You're purely paying interest. The banks want to get paid first before you even pay off the property. So could possibly a series on the channel, property finance. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Seeing that I am a registered financial advisor. The easiest way you can do it, Chad, look at the property index of a country. And look at, let's say, for instance, the Dow Jones. So if the property index, let's call this PI, if the property index is gaining by 8% per year, and let's say the DJI gains by 13%, it already tells you which is the better one to invest in. And then secondly, most people finance their property here. So you're not generating cash flow there. The only way you're actually making money on that is on the valuation of the property. But then also all of that money that you've already paid to the bank is lost. That's purely interest costs. So people don't factor that into the equation. They just hear their parents said, oh, own property, own this, own that. No. Own things that generate cash flow. Again, dividend portfolio. You get paid your biannual or quarterly dividends that's generating cash flow, and you've got the upside, and you're getting cash flow to reinvest into that same stock. Different conversation these other gurus can't even have with you. Just, it's a buy, we're buying, yeah, look at my R8 or whatever they're driving. Alright, is Kiash Babat the guy that's always just here for the news?
Yeah. Well, I was asking about the news today.
Yeah, ISM.
You can help him, Chris. You got this, bro.
Dude, it's definitely gonna go up and it's definitely gonna go down. No, I'm kidding. Let's quickly look at it. So we've got monetary policy report on a Friday. What the heck? All right, let's quickly look at the dashboard real quick. Just considering all the data we've had, I've had out of the US, it's been positive. And looking at the PMIs, you can clearly see that we basically bottomed out in July last year.
Oh, sorry, man. Kiosk Papat. I'm thinking of a different guy. It's a different like.
Oh, is this a different guy?
This is a different guy.
So you can actually see from November last year, we've been inching relatively flat to higher. So if this trend continues, I'm expecting a stronger number. And just looking at it from a technical perspective, dollar for me on the day is bullish. However, I said we could pull all the way back here. And once the data is released, have a massive push to the upside. So just keep that in mind. But I'm leaning bullish dollar just purely from a technical perspective. From the community, please go. Okay, we will. Crypto Squad, Chris and Keegs, your stream is 100% more entertaining than any stream out there. I wish you more viewers. Appreciate it, my brother. You can even see that our viewer count is correlative with the interest rates. People don't have money to gamble on their trading. No, but it's real. Like if you look at inflation, if you look at credit default, people are in a tight spot. So people don't have that extra 500,000 Rand a month to blow now on trading accounts. So you can definitely see that in the numbers. The boys are tight. So they're fighting for their lives out there. They are. This playlist.
Gosh, literal simple thing, bro. Just go search what they stand for, and you'll see what the differences are.
What is
you want to know like why there's so many different PMIs? It's like why is there manufacturer one and then a PCE one, and just go search them what PCE is and like the manufacturing, and you'll literally see why they're different things. Because straight off the bat, you'll see they cover different things. And that's also how you'll actually figure out which one's the more important one.
Yesterday I saw you guys looking at Bitcoin. Dude, I've never had I told the guys on stream I haven't had that like pull towards it. I know of a lot of guys that have made a lot of money, but for me, just coming from engineering and financial background, it inherently does not make sense to me to try and get involved with it. There's no real fundamentals towards it. Again, I told you what the use case is for it. Here's my thing. You can own 10 million Rand of crypto. Go and try and buy a property. Try and go to Spa now and just go and buy with your crypto. And don't tell me about, oh, you put it into this account and that account and that's now linked to a Visa card. myself and Keegan had this conversation. At the end of the day, the use case is that you still need to take your crypto from whatever it is and put it into fiat. So there's always that gate that you have to cross. I know a lot of car dealers now accept crypto, but again, they're going to take that crypto and they're going to go put it into rand or dollars. So there's still that gate there. Up until we've got the ability where you can stay on this side of the gate and you don't necessarily have to take your money out of crypto into fiat, up until that, the use case is very limited.
Oh, gold really taking shots. In Botswana, we have a financial aid called CEDA, changes the game for commercial models properties. My dad retired from 50 from property and only does it since I believe in real estate. King Shaq's still on the real estate. But are you in Botswana now? I thought you live in Joburg or Cape Town, because you usually want to meet up with us when we come to Cape Town.
Why must my money go to Standard Bank Nigeria before I get my money because of Luno? Brother, let me not give any advice on you. Let's keep it for entertainment and educational purposes only. That's why I've got the disclaimer. But just think out of the box, Kiash. Just think out of the box. Chad, very, very weird price action here. DXY ranging. GBP USD on the high of the session. EU also at the high of the session. Gold at the low of the session. Rejecting, not even rejecting, just breaking straight through that key level. 80 firmly bearish now. UJ, as mentioned, now trading above this 50. Can't really trade it here. 15-minute shuffle already come and gone. GJ as well. This is still not the weekly highs. Weekly pivot there. EJ, let's look at EJ. We've got that round number up there. Markets have been very one-dimensional.
At this rate, gold's going to retrace that whole move of yesterday.
Yeah, it seems very likely 2037 back on deck. Because here's the thing, 2037 was never tested.
Yeah, as I said, we never tested the breakout.
There we broke out, never tested it, so...
Yeah, I don't know what I did. I syndicate. Yeah, flipping hurt the shoulder of mine last night.
Your left shoulder?
Right shoulder.
Right shoulder. German 30, I haven't checked it. Let's quickly check it for you. Monthly candle, firmly rocket. Germany. Weekly, bullish again. I told you guys, price exploration. Daily is bullish. Yeah. I hope you guys aren't trying to sell it. Like, even if you did not have a trading strategy and you only bought the 200 EMA on the 5-minute, you've made money. Look at that. Even if you just waited for a pullback to the 200, 200 there. This is not even a trading strategy, but yeah, just purely buying that 200. And again, for the last month and a half, I told you guys it's bullish. When you start making all-time highs, it's called price discovery. Price is going to try and see to where it can go. So if you were constantly trying to sell this, either you missed the majority of the streams or you've got the inability to take any advice or listen. But yeah, very, very simple. Just look back there, the 200.
Nah, Jax, we're gonna meet up, bro. We've said we're gonna plan a thing when we're in Cape Town.
Jex, when you guys in Cape Town, I want to meet. Jex, we're going to meet you, my brother. 100%. Sorry, are we missing Jakes' chat? Have you guys thought of implementing badges for the chat? Sorry, my brother. Jakes, lurkers here just waiting for the casino. Yeah. We've got a surprise for the lurkers. Yeah, we're now at that stage where people are watching what we're doing. Like every single move. With a fine comb. Oh, Keegan ate wheat picks this morning. Phones his wife. We need to get wheat picks. Keeks, did you eat wheat picks this morning?
Nah, bro, I haven't yet.
But you are going to have wheat picks.
I'm going to.
So for the lurkers, Keegan is having wheat picks. I'm going to have 4 eggs. So you can combine that as well. Alright, Jakes, with badges you can see who are... Dude, I don't even know how to do badges. After Project 5130, I'd love to take you guys to dinner. Kiash, we always down for a good dinner. Or a breakfast. Are you a breakfast guy or a lunch or dinner guy? I think you're more a lunch type of guy.
Yeah, lunch or dinner. The thing is, I like to enjoy my food, and breakfast, I can't eat a lot. I can't.
Really?
I hate like waking up and eating straight away.
No, I love a good brekkie. First meal of the day. A young break. Tomorrow's... Yeah, chat, sorry, this week with the one-on-one calls has been completely chalked. I think we're going to need to start again next
also,
week.
all the guys, I think we'll put a message out on Discord, but literally even the guys today, we're going to have to reschedule because we have the podcast. So, I think it was Wednesdays, guys. Wednesday, we have to reschedule when we had load shedding. Then... Chris was yesterday, and then the guys today will also have to be rescheduled.
Yeah, Chad, next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, no streams, unfortunately. Myself and Keeks in Joburg, we're landing back on Tuesday evening, meeting up with Sahil, shooting 3 podcasts with Top Trader SA, and so no streams Tuesday and Wednesdays. We can't have Mo and JV alone trying to run the stream and maintain the office. But we're still on tomorrow, you know. I take my weekend call serious. Yo, dude, it's been a week. Are we doing it tomorrow, Keeks?
What time is tomorrow's?
8 o'clock till 9:30.
To be fair,
Chad, I think, listen here, let's give it a good bash. We're gonna send out a new list. This week was just a lot. We had a lot that we did. Yeah, Vince, I think we're gonna reschedule everybody.
alright, so we'll put a message out, guys. Yeah. Obviously, the guys that have been done, you've been done. And then the rest, yeah, we're gonna just, I think, reschedule them.
Yeah, we're gonna try and vlog this while we're traveling. Keeks, we must actually check that we've got enough memory cards. We're gonna shoot some content with.
We should have enough. Mo just has all of them.
Yeah. I think that's one of the benefits of my working here. I just buy stuff that I never use and he uses it.
Yeah. We have like all of our camera gear that we don't even see because the man has it.
Yeah, if you're here for the casino, we've got a surprise for you.
Yes,
Chad, we've given away, I think, more than 10 million rand in notional. Even more. I'm thinking like 15 million rand in notional value in terms of account giveaways. And then guys will still not support Vault Funder. Just here for the free donors.
Yes, no, God's closing that gap, eh? That thing's dying.
Yeah, there it's going for that 2037. Any of those accounts passed. We actually had, I think, 3 people get to phase 2.
We had, I think, 2 guys pass.
Yeah.
2 guys pass, and then there's about 4, I think, in phase 2. And then the rest of the guys are literally nearly done with phase 1. End of the day, guys, like, I want to say where the inconsistency comes is, for example, we're not the one literally taking the trade for you. So, even if we gave you the trade, literally, like, gave you a signal, the person risks what they wanted to risk on that setup. So where someone might have walked away with 0.5% on a trade, someone else would have walked away with 2% on the trade. It's so the progress will differ from person to person.
Chad, yeah, I'm still looking short here on GU. Still looking short here on EU. Just need to get some type of structure for me to enter on. UJ just on the session highs, GJ as well. Can't really do anything with this type of price action. Please explain one lot size in ZAR. Please explain one lot size in ZAR. So very simple. Are you talking about that calculation? All you're gonna do is you're gonna convert. Here's that calculation. Let's say you want to risk $100. Divided by your stop loss. Divided by 10 is going to give you your lot size. So if the account is in ZAR, all you do is you convert the rand amount to dollar. So you're going to simply check what is the exchange rate on the day. 1923. Where were we? Where did I write that down? Where the heck? Okay. So then all you're going to do is you want to risk 1,000 rand. So you're going to do a simple conversion. 1,000 rand divided by 1923. That is going to give you, let's do the quick calculation here for you. 1,000 rand divided by 1923. That is $52. So you're going to change that to $52. And that is your stop loss. That 10 is just a conversion factor. And that's going to give you your lot size. So you just need to add this little calculation if you've got a rand account. So yeah, I hope that makes sense, my brother. My TFT account and SFT account still haven't been moved. Yeah, Chad. Here's the answer. I can only take you so far. Account still running smoothly. So there's it, Vault Funder. So if you're still with those guys, good luck.
Who are you talking about now?
No, the guy's saying the SFT. Remember, I told you guys, the funder trader, SFT, Angelo, the guy from the TFT. So Rocket 21 is his company. Smart Funder Trader is his company. The Funder Trader, Level Up Society was his. Secure the Bag was his. He's got 6 prop firms that he owns. So if one is chalked, all of them are going to be chalked.
Yeah, this is a hard playlist, yeah. This is Chris's gym playlist.
A little Dabatronia. Chad, I told you guys, was it a month ago, Kicks, where I said in the next 3 months there won't be any US-based prop firm that's got meta quotes.
Yeah.
Margin requirement is purely due to the margin. So let me put it to you this way. Let's maybe explain this because I think a lot of guys don't understand margin. So margin is what you require to maintain a position. So let's say let me try and explain this very simply put. A one lot on currency is equal to 100,000 of the base currency. So let's say you're trading USD JPY. For one lot you need $100,000 in notional value. That is equal to one lot. So without leverage, let's say your leverage was 1 to 1, you would require $100,000 to open up one lot. But now if you go onto your broker and you right click on the instrument, you will see that it gives you a margin requirement percentage. So firstly, there's a margin requirement percentage, and that percentage could be whatever the broker puts on there, but for the most part it's usually 25 to 15%. So then it goes further. 25% of $100,000 is $25,000. And I'm going to explain this once and we're not going to talk about it again because there's a lot of videos on this. So your margin requirement now is $25,000 for one lot. Now additionally, what the leverage does is the leverage reduces that by a factor of either 1 to 500 or 1 to 1,000 depending on what your leverage is. So let's say your leverage is 1 to 500. You only require 1 over 500 of 25k. So take your calculator and you go 1 divided by 500 gives you a factor of 0.002. Multiply that by 25,000 and that is your margin requirement there. Sorry, no, this margin requirement is 25%. Apologies. I'm talking cack here. That margin requirement is 25% of the actual dollar value there. But if you go 1 to 500 and you take 1 to 500, give me 1 second here, Chad. $25,000 divided by 500. $50, that can't be. Oh yeah, let me check here quick. Let's just check USD JPY specification, margin requirement. Oh, they don't even give it here. I'm looking on Xness here. Spread floating. God, I want to just open a one. Wait, I think I've got another account here. Give me 1 second, Chad. But ultimately, your leverage is what reduces your margin requirements, so you don't actually need $100,000 in your account to open up one lot. The leverage basically is the broker reducing that margin requirement. So you only need, say, $100 or $200. Now that 50 is right. I don't know why it sounds wrong. I had a question about how does it fit in. Literally I had to buy the Vault one this week. Remember, you guys helped me on Monday. Oh yeah, gosh, beautiful. TFT going to be axed. Not necessarily axed, but they'll never be able to use meta quotes again. Not in this lifetime. Maybe the next. And that was shared on stream. I told you guys, get ready if you're buying new accounts with US prop firms. Don't go for meta quotes. Go for whatever else they've got going. DX, obviously, from what I hear, Keegan, DX going smooth, eh?
Bro, I'm loving it. It is groundbreaking technology.
Yeah, so DX trade from the looks of it is chalked. C Trader I know is a phenomenal platform. C Trader is very, very good. It's very popular in the UK.
The same thing I say to ICT guys and all of that. Literally save yourself and don't even bother trying DX trade. You will be better off in the end, I promise you.
Yeah, so DX trade, yeah, is cuck. I'm still waiting to do a demo with Trade Locker. We're gonna see how Trade Locker.
I know you don't like the guys involved in it, but it honestly looks like such a smooth platform.
No. So look, it's not owned by Q Banks. So if Q Banks ever says again he owns it, tell Q Banks, send him here. I'll tell him.
Did you see his marketing thing he put up today about it? He took a shot at DX trade. I just sent it to you on Instagram.
Oh wait. Yeah, so it's not
such a clever move. Like, it's actually a brilliant marketing post.
Let me see.
Literally such a clever marketing
Yeah,
move.
the only real reason we're going for Trade Locker, they're the cheapest. So DX Trade, for what you get, is very expensive. C Trader is not really something I think the South African or African community will adopt. So meta quotes not going anywhere for us, so don't stress. Meta quotes is purely out for the US firms. Any other firm, solid. Yeah, Raja Banks is an idiot. We prayed so beautifully. Don't let me use words here where I need to repent afterwards. No. So in Tor, just to give you an idea, to be registered on on TradingView costs you $45,000 a year. So Vault Markets already got their license. The only thing is you need to develop your own tech in the back end. So even though you've got a nice little trading terminal here, you still need to develop your own tech to gather the data, to store the data, all of that. So within the next 3 months, you'll see Vault Markets on here. Yeah, guys, operating a broker, operating a prop firm is not cheap. So I've met with trading influencers in the past, and they're like, Chris, we want to start a broker. I've got 1,000 people in my community, this, that. And I'm like, great. Not going to mention names. Flew out to Cape Town last year. Met with 2 guys saying, we've got so many deposits, this and that. Sat them down. Gave them the base cost for a broker. And I said, that's your first year's worth of expenses. Do you think your community is big enough? And then it's like, oh shit, no, I thought it's like $50,000 to start a broker. $50,000 is not even gonna keep your lights on for a day. What is the higher leverage, the higher the trading expenses? No. Ndobo, whoever said higher leverage equals higher trading expense, please just send them here so we can deal with them. Edgar, so for the first year, you're looking at between 6 to 12 million rand. 6 to 12 million rand, and then you still have the chance that you are gonna close down. Alright, Chad, we're getting that move here, rejecting that daily pivot. No, they don't own Rocket X, Kiash. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose who owns Rocket X, but it's not the wannabe soccer player and the guy with the very weird, unathletic physique. It's not either one of them, but yeah. Void, here's my thing with those. We've had consultations with 10 of those prop firms. Guess what they ask you? The one prop firm review company, Keeks, listen to this, $45,000 a year. And I'm like, my brother, are you on cocaine? Then the other ones are like $2,000 per month. And I'm like, nah, bro, we can spend that on marketing.
Sure.
$2,000 a month just to be reviewed by them. No.
That's
Unathletic, bro. That's the most unathletic body. Like, if you've got so much money, you're driving a Ferrari, and your body looks like you're stuck in a 5-year-old's body that just got born. Imagine a baby was born and it was immediately 5 years old. That's the physique he's got. It's the softest body.
I'm interested to see what this new move of theirs is they're doing. I don't know if you already know, but that whole thing of it's releasing in like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks or something. But it will be groundbreaking for the South African industry. There's not a broker or anyone in South Africa that's going to do what they're going to do. And so I'm like, okay, I want to see this.
So, two things. Darren comes from World Ventures. So, everything he's ever done is trying to do like affiliate marketing thing. So, with the two of them, just using my very high IQ that I was born with, and just being a academic giant that I am, I can almost tell you it's going to be, yes, this is what it's going to be. Screenshot this, send it to Darren and Joash. So you're going to have Joash doing a course and signals, and then they're going to do an affiliate thing where you can earn while you learn. Sign up more guys here. But wait, we're going to add to that affiliate deal. We're going to make you an IB as well. So while those guys lose money, you can also make money by being an IB. So we're going to show you the roadmap, how to screw people over. And at the end of the day, you can become like one of us, where it's going to be very difficult to get into heaven. But just before you die, just get a very good pastor, pray the sinner's prayer, and repent of your sins. But yeah, this is what, Chad, this is the model. Course and signals, they're going to try and attach some type of affiliate model where they're going to show you now how to become an affiliate marketing connected to the IB, and they're going to package it like this. Screenshot, let me just screenshot Keeks. Let's just timestamp this. Mo, are you there, my brother? Just timestamp this. Where's Mo?
Um,
Mo, just timestamp this. What I said here. Good. All right, Chad. When are they releasing Keeks? In a week?
I don't know. I watched it very briefly. It's a week,
Okay.
2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know.
Yeah,
Sometime soon. It's meant to be 9 March. Sometime.
So, yeah, that's what happens when you've got a scam a year and you've got a guy that comes from affiliate marketing and they partnered with the broker that's trying to push sales. So, yeah. We'll timestamp this and we'll replay it. Yeah, dude. the pastor side. I think the pastor side is more for the no tax. So maybe he even registered his business under the church, so he's not even paying taxes because church is an NPO. So they are very smart. They even evading tax. Very lucrative business, and you're getting people to pay tithes as well. So it's a win-win. It is literally a win-win. Church is one of the best business models out there. J Fire, that is a course that I will. Yo, Chad, I don't know. I must actually stop streaming. I must get off social media because I will honestly hurt some people in this industry. I think I might retire before the end of the year. Yeah, dude, no, it's a principle thing for me. There's a right and there's a wrong. And you can't, I can never say something is right when it's wrong. So again, and it all comes back to intent. What is your intent with what you're doing? If it's not a win-win, then your intent is wrong. If it's equally weighed, if it's a win for me, it's a win for you. Beautiful. We both walk away winners. But if it's just a win-win for you, and the consumer is the one getting chalked, not right. Not right at all.
Yeah, but those guys. Is Jason from SA a scammer? There's a lot of Jasons in SA. Which one we're talking about?
And even these US-based pastors, what they do is, it's all marketing, Chad. They even use. So here's the thing, and I'm going to offend a lot of people. So if you easily get offended, maybe now's the time to just log off. Don't stay on. But we're going to take this trade as well. But we're first going to offend some people. So here's the thing, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right. Roman Catholic Church years ago, before the Dark Age, the basilisks and everything they built was the idea to show heaven on earth. So you read in the Bible, you hear about the gold streets, the pearls, all of that, the pearly gates of heaven. So they built these beautiful churches to show heaven on earth. Now to take it further, you've got all these beautiful, like if I don't know if you've been in Rome or you've been to any city overseas where there's Roman heritage. These churches are beautiful. The gold, everything on there. Now the second thing is what these guys do is, as a human being, what is the 3 things you want as a human being? And you can tell me if I'm lying. The first thing is power. The second thing is money and health. That is the 3 main things driven people are looking for. Power, money, and health. Now, what do you do as a pastor? You purely preach the gospel where it's talking about you have dominion. God said he gives dominion to man over earth. Be fruitful and multiply. They take the multiply, they put that in a money business context. Then it's like God does not want you to be sick. So you just give your money to the church. You're going to get power. You're going to get health. You being sick is not in the gospel. That is unheard of. If you're a Christian, if you're a man of faith, you should not be sick. So all we're doing is we take the entire gospel that Christ died on the cross for, and we packaged it as this beautiful power, money, and health gospel that everybody wants. It's easy, palatable. We go to church on Sunday, we are hyped up, it's the lights, it's the music, and everything is based on how your business can prosper, how you as a person can prosper, how you have the power, the ability to do great things. And I'm not saying it's not in you to do great things, but again, it's not you doing the great things. It's God that's giving you the ability and the grace and the favor to do that. So do not forget where it comes from. And that is the issue. All of this is then portrayed by marketers showing you the power, where they are sitting with people that are maybe well known. They're showing you the money. They're showing you the health side of things. They're gymming this, that. Then all you're doing is you're selling this basically now just from a trading platform. So in the church format, this is given to you by Jesus. So Jesus is the product here. Jesus is the key, the quick fix here. Jesus, tithing, all of that, joining a church. This unlocks the power, money, and health. And then what the trading gurus do is they just copy that exact same formula and they just replace Jesus and tithing with trading. So same business model, just a different provider. Jesus is the provider here. Trading is the provider here. Very, very powerful combo. Something that Joash did. He actually uses both. So he's got Jesus and trading. So that's a powerful combo, Chad. When you've got Jesus and trading together, let's do this. This is a very, very powerful combo. Keegs, I don't know what you think.
Yeah.
And then to make it even more powerful, you get guys that affiliate marketing, and then you've got the holy trinity of scamming. You just get a guy from World Ventures, affiliate market. Hey Chad, this is gonna upset. So there's the holy trinity of scams, and this Jesus I'm referring to here, if you go and look in Revelations, this is the false Messiah. This is not the real Jesus. This is not the Jesus of Nazareth. This is the Jesus that they make up to be, which is nothing like the Jesus in the Bible. So if you know your Bible, you would know in Revelations, they talk about the end times, the falling away, the apostasy, where many will be deceived, saying there's Jesus, and that is not Jesus. But Chad, let me not... I'm going in way too deep, and I'm going to offend way too many people here. But anyways, let's get back to the state of business here today. So, yeah. Let me just find this. Oh, sorry, it's not in Revelation. Revelation talks about the second beast, the Antichrist. It's in Matthew, Matthew 24. For false Christs and false prophets will appear and perform great signs and miracles to deceive even the elect, if that were possible. So, Chad, be careful. All right, Chad, we've got this 5 minute rejecting Asia highs. There's that key level. If I can get a break here, I'm going to go short on GU. What is DXY doing? DXY holding this Asia high. Beautiful. So we just need that break of structure here. Yeah, this is a little bit far away from 6, not that far, but GU is a lot closer to the Asia high. So yeah, just going to wait for that break. Cheers for the blueprint. Going to start planning my scams. Yeah, dude. so easy to take Christianity for a joke. Slushy, the reason. Okay, let me not even go into the reason for that, because I'll lose a lot of guys here. We'll do me and Keegan will do a podcast on that. I'd pay big money to see Joas and Darren on a podcast with you two, but I'll know that Grant, no. They'll be in over their heads. I'm not a pastor. I'm not the perfect Christian. But I can almost promise you I've got more biblical truth in me than that guy preaching in a Louis Vuitton shirt or whatever he's doing. I'll pull up to the HQ in Ferraris.
I promise you that time we're in Cape Town, those guys are going to disappear. They're going to be on holiday. They're going to go somewhere else. Make sure they don't bump into us anyway.
Yeah, I was very silent about the faith thing, but again, the guys are using the faith as well. So, unfortunately, needed to go into that space as well. But again, the main thing here, I do not deny my faith in Christ. This is not a Bible teaching platform. But ultimately there are going to be times where we are going to be chatting about it, and if it's brought up and if people are basically, I don't even want to use the word scam anymore, but if people are basically making a joke out of it, you need to stand up for the truth. So again, it's purely about the truth. And again, it's pure, like, I respect, I'm not pushing my religion onto anybody. I do believe that having faith, even if it's in a higher being, is important. We talked about that transcendence of yourself. Just even psychologically, studies have shown that people that have some type of faith, their psychological health is a lot better than people that have no faith, that are antagonists, atheists. So again, not pushing faith onto anybody, but yeah. Okay, let's see if we can pull back on this 5. I need to pee. Benjamin, it was quite a deep one. You can go back. Talked a little bit about faith, Christianity, false messiahs, false prophets, you name it. It was discussed. Joe, big week here. Keeks, okay, it is the first day of the new month, so markets are going to be a little bit choppy. Vince, sorry man, you cannot consider this a reversal trade while your AD is bullish, so please, my brother, Vince. Alright, no closure below. We got a, I don't know, 100%. Faith plays a big role. You have to believe in something bigger than yourself. 100% agree with that. I was just very careful, like when my brother asked me about it, and I said, I'm being very careful with leading with your faith, because in a sense, people can very easily backlash you for that and say, but oh, hoor hoe mooi bid Chris hulle hier in die oggende en dan hier in die middag vloek hulle die tos uit die mense uit. So, and again, I am not Jesus. I am not God. I'm a sinner like everyone else. I've got mistakes like everyone else. And people are very, very judgmental, especially when you connect yourself to a faith. And then it's very easy to say, oh, Keegan, that Christian guy, look at him with all of his tattoos. Oh, but Keegan, you're a Christian, you can't get mad. Keegan, you hear what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, they label you as this guy that you can't say a word wrong. Everything has to be perfect. And then the other side of the coin is now, let's say for instance, I'm losing trades here. Oh, those Christian traders. Ooh, those Christian traders need God. So I'm very, very careful, and I'm trying to use wisdom where I can. And ultimately, you need to use wisdom, because again, you've got brothers here that are atheists. You've got brothers here that are Muslim. You've got Hindu brothers and sisters. So again, it's still a collective community. I do not judge anybody based on their faith. But you also have to be very careful to try and polarize everything towards Christianity. And again, Faith, what's your view on tithing, Chris? I'll tell you now what my view is on tithing. I'm a Muslim. I love to hear Chris preach at the end. It's not about the messenger, it's about the message, and Chris speaks facts. Thanks so much, Void. Even Jesus got mad though when the people were gambling in the church. Yeah, you flipped tables, bro. Tables were turned. All of us are sinners. Yeah, all of us are sinners, my brother. Chris, it's true when backlash starts. Choo-choo train dropping in from S&R. Where's S&R's community? Thanks so much, brother. S&R, absolute ledge. But the person you are reflects your values and morals, irrespective of your chosen religion. Tithing, my brother. I think, I don't know if I told you the story. The one friend of ours that him and his dad had quite a few records, Christian label records, and my brother, the ones Lamborghini we sat in, he's very big on the tithing, the Malachi. One of the first questions he's gonna ask you if you're Christian is like, do you tithe? But anyways, what's her name was visiting us. This was many years ago, and my brother came to him. Shane is the guy's name. Beautiful voice, very good musician. He was actually at Bethel as well, but that's another questionable ministry. But anyways, Chad, and he asked Shane, do you believe in tithing? And Shane said, no, I don't. And that infuriated my brother, and he's like, yo, Malachi this, and he's talking about pre-Old Testament. And then Shane said, wait. He's like, I don't believe in tithing because why do I have to limit my giving to 10%? And it was almost like this mic drop. And my brother was like, okay, cheers. There he went. So, as a Christian, as somebody that wants to give back, why should you limit to 10%? Why can't you give 30%? So it's not, and again, it's not even about the tithing, it's about the heart. Bible talks about he loves a cheerful giver. So even if you give 50% but you gave it begrudgingly, that is not a cheerful giver. Alright, Chad, I took a short here. I took a short right here.
Man's going for it.
I took a short right there. Let's see if this one plays. 15 pip stop. I told you guys I'm bearish on the day, and I'm going for a 15 pip gain. So let's see. I just want to pull my stops here real quick. Price action is very choppy, Chad. Not the cleanest setup, but I am bearish on the day. I am bullish on the dollar. So yeah, very weird day. It is Friday. It is the beginning of the new month. Everything is showing me bearish. 80 is bearish. We've rejected the daily pivot. We've rejected Asia highs. We failed to trade away from this key level. We're trading below the EMAs. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with the setup. I'm happy with the setup. And in terms of a risk management scenario, Asia highs for me. And then in terms of a trade management scenario, once we tap these Asia lows, that is where I will go break even. Chad, but I have to go and pee quick. Sorry. Keegs, I'm going to throw it over to you.
Yeah, go for it, brother.
Feel free to carry on this faith chat. But I'll see you guys now.
Gold coming up quickly. Yeah, basically holding that EQ, guys. So remember we spoke about it in the morning analysis, just that trade down for that EQ. And then see what happens there. So yeah, I think I'm just not liking the way, I mean, gold basically, that was the gold move. 10:30 to 10:45, where gold did most of the damage, yeah. So I just don't like how dollar's so strong, and we basically are not seeing anything from there. So I'm just waiting, guys. Yeah, no, I'm just explaining to you guys why I haven't taken anything. Three term at D-Spy looks jinxed.
Chad, I'll need to run again. Jev is dropping some gold, ripping all the way back up. My goodness. UJ reversing quite dramatically. Was there data that came out?
I don't know, but there's Jev now.
Is it out?
Yeah.
Okay. Chad, let me go and pee quick. I'll see you guys now.
I mean, from this morning, we've had nothing that's come out on the terminal, guys. We've got Danish, Norway, Tesla, China, UK, Swiss. Yeah, so nothing really for gold or for dollar. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a DXY, guys. I think DXY is at Asia highs, so it just needs to hold those Asia highs. Then this GU trades solid. Timson, I heard of churches giving a quarter of their salary. I give donations when I go, but I'm more involved with animal shelters and welfare than church. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. You have to give back, but I mean, yeah, it doesn't mean, for example, they don't. The fact is, that's assuming that you don't, where you could be already giving to charities, certain foundations. Um, 10-year yield down now, gold up. What site do you guys use for news? We have a terminal, so we use a terminal, but we do have, otherwise we just use Forex Factory. Sorry guys, my lecturer told me to focus on my lecture, so I missed the trade, but I left now. All good, bro. Well, the trades, if Chris does risk management, obviously you'll manage the trade, but otherwise, I mean, you'd still get a better entry. M pattern on DXY forming. The M pattern, does it just mean a double top?
Alright, Chad. Gotta love Friday traps. Yeah, I don't know. If I have to manage risk here, I don't know. I might need to get resaved. Alright, Chad. Let's see. Let's look at this daily. What is the daily doing? Yeah, there's no, yeah, I don't know. We can only pray for this position. We can only pray for this position. How did the data come? PMI is coming out relatively hot in the Eurozone. Not, I wouldn't, yeah, it's relatively hot. We're gonna need to start seeing a move on this. I don't want it sticking around here. We executed here, so let's just put our timed exit. We executed there, so 30 minutes from there. If we're still arranging here, in 30 minutes.
Look at that, man. Look at that. All bit of management there. Perfect retest. And now you're in the blues.
Right, Chad, I'm retiring with this 4,000 lot trade I just took here. Keeks, what color do you want your Bugatti to be? I'm ordering it now for us.
You know, flex on these people, bro.
What color is your Polo? Mine is grey. This would be a beauty if we can bang out a young TP. Did we say that our father? We did, my brother. We did. We did it when we actually had over 120 viewers. Usually we do the Our Father once. Want to only have like 57, like the early guys, the people that's hungry for knowledge, hungry for community. Two G should get him on. He knows his stuff. Who's that?
Who does you want to sign?
Kiashu with Capital Bulls. I'm on GU long. Hey, Mangeti Zwane. My brother. Fading the bull. Not a bad strat looking at my returns the last 2 months. So maybe a good thing. Maybe a good thing that you are fading me. Kiash RXT Chet's good. I don't know, ratchets, I don't know. Vince took yen.
Oh, doing what who's doing what? You keep talking about the person but not saying the guy's name.
Vince, very naughty trade you took on GJ, looking at the AD. So what I suggest, Vince, delete the AD if you're not using it. So you must just delete the AD off your chart. I'm not ugly in saying that, Vince, but I'm just saying but if you're not going to use the AD, Chad, I don't like that it's struggling here. Let's see, I'm going to give it one more 5 minutes. I'm going to give it one more 5 minutes. I wanted to get a move on away from this key level here. I don't like that we are holding around here. We need to get away here. Also DXY back at Asia highs. So not getting away from Asia highs. That is the issue for me. Remember what I told you, we can still be bullish, pushing all the way down here up until the news and then get that massive break. But let's see. I'm going to give it one more 5 minutes. I'm going to give it one more 5 minutes.
I think you got it. DXY is holding those Asia highs.
Yeah, my only concern though is look how many tests we've had on it. So there's almost like 5 tests. I don't like that.
But also the thing, the test, every time the tests were stronger, they're getting weaker. You can see literally that break was first deep, then less and less. And it's just holding it more and more each time.
Chad, so here's the deal with GU here. If this 5 minute candle does not break this low and start moving towards Asia lows, I'm killing this trade. I'm just letting you know. Purely due to the fact that we've already tested the pivot, we've already tested Asia highs, we've now tested this key level, and if we can't get away here, bears are just not in control. Like, this thing should start getting a move on. Otherwise, I'm just chalking this trade. So this is a key level. You don't want to see it hang around here. Trader from Josie Keegs. But who is a chalk it?
Rashid Shoka.
Rashid Chalky. Chris, is Vault still running with the... Yes, my brother. Yes. But I'm going to do something special for you guys, so you guys will see from next week. Hey guys, do you redraw your weekly and daily pivot levels at the beginning of each month? No. So your monthly pivot, your monthly pivot levels, obviously, but not your daily pivots are new every day. Okay, let's check DXY Chad. Yeah, no, it's not looking good. It is not looking good. Let's see. I'm on the cusp of... Alright, Chad, I'm just going to go break even here on this trade. It's only up like, what is it here on my side? 2-3 pips. It's already broken that 5 minute low. I've gone break even on it. From my terminal, it seems like I got a little bit of a better... No, yeah, my entry is here. Sorry, Chad, my entry is a little bit up. Yeah, there's my exact entry. I've gone break even on it. And if it's a break even, it's a break even. But here's my thing. We've already taken these little session lows here. This is the session lows. We've pierced it there, or almost pierced it. And if we can't get volume here, then this is not a good trade. So once we re-break here, you want to see volume. Otherwise, this thing is just going to reverse all the way back up. And that's not what I want to see. I want to see volume enter the market here. So we break even, and it's now a risk-free trade. So now we just need the volume to do the work. Chris, I heard Vault Funder is sending out merch when you become a funder trader. I also heard something like that. What are your times for Asia? Chris, Javen Keegan has different times. Mine is, here's my times. 2 p.m., South African time till 7 p.m. South African time.
Yeah, same as mine.
Chris, what is the withdrawal time for Vault Funder? 30 days, yes. 30 days and thereafter bi-monthly. What is DXY doing? It's a grind, yeah. It is an absolute grind. About to get break even, yeah. Let's see. Still in here. What is my exact entry? Wait, exact entry is 2629. 26290. Let me just do this. 262. Okay, it's a millipip. That is the exact entry. 26. It didn't move it. 2690. There. That's the exact entry. Where is the volume? Where is the volume? David, good morning, my brother. Hope you are doing well. Is this our Edgar? Because he's got a new profile pic. Keeks, is this, speaking of Asia, you see my sneaky...
Edgar.
I didn't.
No, but I don't know. Edgar's name was Ar
a rhyme, yeah.
Rhyme, yeah.
Ed, please let me know. Is this big Ed? Sexual chocolates, younger brother. Can't wait, yeah, me as well. Then the streams are gonna go on for longer. I got taken out at B. Entry was a bit lower. Yeah, Wayne, I don't... It's struggling here. See how from here the candle's getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, it's me. I changed it. I got tired of explaining to people who I was. Okay.
Yeah, Ada, these weeks are nice. It should be like, let me show you. Earlier in the week, we talked about, where was that EU trade we talked about? It wasn't yesterday. It was, yeah. When was it? Was it Tuesday or Monday? When EU had that beautiful run. Yeah, sorry, it was, yeah. Yeah. Chad, remember on Wednesday, we wanted to execute on, okay, almost break even. We wanted to execute on this, but this candle never closed below. There's that key level. And I still told you, very easy, if you execute, your volume should just come in, and that's where that volume came in. So exactly the same thing we want to see where we are now. Rejection of a key level, session lows, and you want to see price move. You don't want to see price hover here. So by the looks of this, it is not looking bueno. I would love for it to just like in the next, we can't even play mute. Mute brings the dollar down. Like that's not even, it's not even an option. Mute is not even an option yet today, Chad. Not for this position we're in now. Can delete that because we are risk free. That's the 30 days that kills me, and with others it's that 14 days that's when I lose funding. How do you mean you lose funding during that stage? Like make a 1% and wait. There's no reason for you to lose your funding. Keys, do you ever use the Fibonacci retracement tool?
Yeah. Definitely use it.
Any tips on managing work life and trading life? That random kid, 100%. Use this exact same strategy, but use your 4-hour pivots. So those 4-hour pivots, your weekly pivots, and you trade on the 4-hour time frame. Bigger stops, longer time frame. You only have to check the chart every 4 hours. Exact same strategy that we use on the 5. You're just now going to use it on the 4 hours. So here was your break of structure. There was your break of structure. There was your closure below the weekly pivot. And you could have executed here. Your only thing now is you need to work out what are your stops going to be. Seeing that you are going for a bigger target, you can maybe even go 35 pip stops. And Chad, I'm still in here by a ball here. Let's see. And you can target, for instance, from the weekly pivot to the weekly S1, or you can even go for 1-to-1. But there you've got it. Same strategy. Nothing's changed. You're purely managing it on a 4-hour time frame. You could have even taken this trade here. This was on Tuesday. There was your break of structure against this key level. You could have traded it from there to the weekly pivot level. So yeah, nothing changes in terms of the strat. It's only your time frame. So then technically you only have to look at the charts 4 times a day because you're trading a 4-hour time frame. Very, very simple. There your work-life balance, trading balance is beautifully balanced.
You said balance quite a few times.
Balance was used excessively there. I do apologize to the word balanced. Yeah, Chad, very likely this thing is going to reverse on us. See how small the candles are getting. So I think what you'll either see is we'll either form a little support here, break down, or what you're going to see, we're going to hang around here up until news this afternoon. You could see something like this for the entire session. There's no follow through volume. I think good trade management. Yeah, break even, just been hit. Break even on that trade. All right, let's see what else is on the table here. Range, DXY. Okay, Chad, you see what I meant here? Multiple, we've talked about this before. If we get multiple tests on a level, that does not make the level stronger. It weakens that level. Multiple tests without price getting away from it. So that's why I said I was very, very aware of this. So the idea now is I think DXY is going to come all the way back down here. I think this is what you're going to see for the news a little bit later. US30 still ranging, Nasdaq still ranging, gold all the way back up here. So monitor this level. Again, gold taking Asia highs, taking Asia lows back inside of the range, typical for a news day. GBP USD, this is very, very ugly. So we've technically from the open, we've moved, just want to, from the open we've moved 5 pips down, we've moved 10 pips up. So flat on the day. Euro USD also never got a retest of that level. UJ now at this half round number. This is the test we want here. Asia highs. GJ also not a full test on that half round number. Asia highs. Remember, I still want to buy it from there. And then EJ, weekly pivot. 9:45 in London. World Silk. What is World Silk saying? Have blessed weekend. Or shout out to who's SNR community?
SNR, the one that keeps you in the donors.
Yeah, but I mean, like, where's the community?
I don't know where the community is from. His community's just been popping all those saying they're from his community, but I have no clue where they're from.
Keeks, anything for you, my brother?
Honestly, I would have only looked at gold earlier for the sells, but the fact dollars is literally barely moving an inch. I'm not going to try to force anything. It's literally a Friday now. It's the start of a new month. I'm not going to try to force anything.
Yo, getting sidetracked here with GU. Got EU. Oi. Yo. So focused on GU. And the yen pairs are the ones moving. Chad, what are we doing on Saturday? What time is the race Saturday, Keeks?
5, yeah.
5 o'clock. Chad, yeah, so this could be the first and final race myself and Keeks watches. I'm not even excited about it, to be honest. I've been hurt too many times in the past.
I'm more nervous for the qualifying. Qualifying's going to give you the answers.
Bro, I'm not even excited. Like the previous years, I told Keeks it was absolute emotional damage. Like every week, reading the headlines, and it's like Merck's like, oh, we found something, we're gonna tweak this, tweak that. Coming to the weekend, Merck's on nowhere, and it's like, okay, maybe Sunday we've got some race pace, and it's like, no, flip. Keeks, how do we manage all of that emotional damage in 1 year? Like, I was
Trading developed me for that moment.
bro, it is S and R, A, brother. But where's your community, my bro? We hear about the community, but damn, was this the trade? I actually spent a lot of time yesterday, Keeks, going back on gold.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm starting to this $5 grid that we're gonna call the C-bum strat. Weirdly enough, I was looking at it, yeah. I didn't execute on it because it wasn't in time for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 80s started pushing bullish here. And then we held that 2030 level. And then we just broke through every $5 grid. And then it started stalling here at 50. And I was like, okay, this thing's done for the day. Yeah, we'll be selling this $5 grid strategy for $5. Just for the spirit of. And then I went back to my charts. So when I swing traded, I used the half round numbers and the round numbers quite often.
Yeah.
So for instance on GU yesterday, again this was quite late in the evening, but look at this, 80 bearish. There's that half round number. There's your break of structure, and the expectation would be that you would come all the way lower to this 2600. But yeah, Chad, very, very simple. You guys can go and, I don't know why this, you guys can go back and test this, and then you can just ask yourself, how can I execute using this information that I have to my. But I'm very excited to get back into gold. I'm gonna do quite a deep study on it. Especially Keeks was at the 8 o'clock 4-hour candle. I'm gonna gather some data on that.
Yeah, the 8 o'clock 4 hour, yeah.
So I'll come back with stats in the next couple of weeks. So then we will have some very good data to work with for gold. $5 grid is making money, Chris. Chris, I found a $5 grid for you. Kevin, where's that grid? Bula, this would have been a trade. No, Vince, my brother. UJ is a trade, but not from here. UJ is a trade from here. There was the break of structure. So you have to wait for your confirmations, Vince. And if you go onto the Discord, sorry chat, I just need to address this real quick. I can't have my boy Vince doing the wrong thing here. Give me 1 second. If you go under the education section, Vince, and you go to reversal buy scenarios, let's just copy this real quick. Let me snip this for us so we can have a very good look at it. And then you tell me which setup comes in where. Okay. So Vince is talking about this beautiful valid setup. Just want to put this out here. So this is a reversal buy setup. Why is it a reversal buy setup? Because from here you can see we created a minor support. We broke it down. Another minor support got broken down. But then from here we held that almost like a double bottom. So that reversal setup is this one right here, Vince. You see that? So from there, breaking lower, failing to continue lower, and then breaking above here. So this is the buy setup. 80 is firmly bullish, so you need to wait for your entry setup. So you need to look at which one of these you are seeing on the charts. Otherwise, if you don't use this, you're not going to be successful in your trading. So exactly the same setup was on EJ. There was the EJ setup perfectly. You could have executed from there. GJ closing right at it, so I wouldn't have taken GJ. GJ literally closed at it. So Vince, look at your entry criteria, my brother. And if you struggle with that, you can just go to a line chart. There you'll see it, lows being taken out. And then this last lower high, that got taken out by that candle. So there's that shift. There's the shift in that structure.
Yeah, Christian, just watch the time, eh? Just
Yeah,
follow
no,
the
I'm
avalanche
gonna end it now. Chad, yeah, we've got. Let me just share the link with you guys. We've got Angela in the house, all the way from Wellington. Man traveled quite earlier this morning. I don't know what's happening in Cape Town. It seems like everything's happening in Cape Town.
It's Ultra Weekend.
Is it? No, I just mean like we're bringing everybody from Cape Town down. Yeah, so we might need to. If we really want to start a scam, we might need to move to Cape Town or Durban. But I hear there's a lot of fog in Durban this time of the year. Alright, Chad, you guys didn't catch that. That's for the older guys. You know, Leon Schuster. Chad, just going to share the link here. Vault Funder trader with 1,909% return.
And really how much you got?
Now I'm gonna explain it to the guys in the podcast. Chad, there's a 2 guys at 130. Yeah, we've taken our shot. I missed this. Go back on the analysis. I said it's looking bullish. Just want a retest of these Asia highs or the half round. EJ was a beautiful one. If you took EJ, beautiful test of Asia high. Go break even. I think you should go for that 163. 12 pips. I don't know. I've been touching the shit this entire 2-3 weeks. The ones I take, either break even or risk management. But yeah, yen moving beautifully. Oh, look at that. I would have loved to be in this. But anyways, Chad, need to be sharper. We'll see you guys at 1:30, and then obviously with Keegs on deck 4 o'clock. Keegs, I think you are ending a little bit earlier today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Markets have just been chalked and stuff, so we're going to do a little run through, not much to look at. Still close to, our normal time, but that little bit earlier, yeah.
Alright, Chad, really appreciate all of you guys. We will look at that. GBP, USD, fading the bull, beautiful, brother. Just keep in mind, need to get above this level if those bars are gonna hold. Otherwise, for me, it's still bearish. Chad, anyways, we will see you guys 1:30. Peace and love. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for all those donos. I think SNR was the only guy that donated here today. And I need to stop talking when I start my signals group. People are going to use this as evidence that I'm anyways, Chad, peace and love. We'll see you guys a little bit later.
My aunt think I'm perfect, I know I'm not. My mama be worried, I told her stop. They know I did drugs and think that I'm off. Little do they know I never could stop. My manager hate when I'm pulling up late. Back on my bullshit, she think it's a phase. I got relations I gotta maintain. I'm 2 different people, my side and my main. Yeah, I'm sober, I'm an addict. I'm a low life, I got habits, but I refuse to be average. Really so tired of acting. Don't know what I miss no more. Too bad you don't hit me more. I'm bad when I get too bored. Careful what you wishing for. I'm a stone cold killer. I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. No. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? I'm a stone cold killer. I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Won't die. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? I'm a stone cold killer. I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Did it die? Did it die? Did it die?
So why is it so hard to let you go? To let you go. So why is it so hard to let you go? To let you go. So why is it so